base of the skull, one hand at the base of the neck. We alternate, shifting our body weight. We can then lean in our forearms right into those traps and get a little bit of pressure into those traps. And then glide our forearms right down along the edge of the scapula. Nice transition to the other side for consistency. And then glide. We can start with some nice fulling into the upper back, our hands right in between the spine and the...
Il pollice, in questo modo, ok, e lo muoverò o in basso o in alto, d'accordo? Quindi chiudi gli occhi, com'è così? Alto, basso, alto, basso, ok, alto, basso. Adesso farò delle combinazioni, mi devi dire quali sono. Alto, alto, basso. Benissimo. Basso, basso, basso. Ok. Alto, basso, basso. Perfetto. Passiamo all'altro. Sempre. Inclina un po' la mano per me, grazie. Ok, prima. Alto. Basso. Alto.
Over to the hand now. The spine is going to be found on the thumb. And again, we are going to start where the nose is. And there's not a huge, if you look at the pad of the thumb here, there's not a huge bump out like the toe. But it is the same thing. It's across from the nail bed, right there. And then to find the cervical spine, all you do is you go down to this first joint here, okay? So you walk down and there. So you'll notice that the area is quite a bit smaller than on the feet, right? Then the next joint down is the thoracic, which are all your ribs. And then you're going to go down to the lumbar, and then you're going to go down to the sacrum, right? And then you have the very, very bottom, the coccyx there, right at the very...
Finger on either side of the interphalangeal joint. Then, with gentle movements, place the toe in various degrees of flexion and extension. Every time you move the toe, ask the patient which way the toe is moving. To ease with these instructions, you perhaps might ask the patient whether or not the toe is moving towards you or back to
head. And then here in reflexology is all the eyes, ears, teeth, sinuses. So great for any sinus congestion. So I worked inside, both sides, and then the base or the stem. You can feel the crunching through the stick actually, and again that's great for eyes. So I go through each toe in separately, working the toes thoroughly. Inside the neck or the stem of the toe. Once I've done each of those, you can then, I'll show you, I'll just whip through this one. One little crunching. And then you can press in between the toes. You can put your stick here. And then in reflexology, this is the shot.
Squeeze the hand and fingers. With the palm facing down, squeeze along each finger. Turn the palm up. Move the joints in the hands. Apply scissoring to the metacarpal bones. Squeeze along the forearm and then place the arm back on the armrest. Repeat the same technique on the opposite arm. Knead the neck muscles. Use 1 or 2 hands to knead the posterior neck muscles. Lift and squeeze the muscles.
Mark the injection point with a retractable pen. Avoid going towards the side of the tendon, as the neurovascular bundles can be injured. These injections should always be done using sterile precautions. A no-touch technique is used, meaning that once the area is cleaned, it must not be touched with anything but sterile needles. Scrub the site and then clean in an outward fashion. Here I am using betadine solution and following this with isopropyl alcohol.
We're going to do the petrissage. Again, for lack of a better term, it's a grasp and lift and pinch up into the neck. Standing around to the head of the table, getting up under the occiput, small circular motions in digital kneading with the fingertips. And then repeat that. And then as an option, you could end here or you could go to the arm routine. So I'm going to add the arm routine, but you could take it out coming down to the palm where you do palmar.
So I'll go ahead and open. All right, bite together and slide forward and all the way back. Good. At this point, I'll verify that we have enough bite registration material to capture what we need. I do think I need a little bit more. There we go. Good.
Down the face is fine. Just to open up so you've got the whole of the zones opened and greeted. Just sort of talking to, connecting with meridian lines, acupoints, and these facial zone therapy regions. Once you've done 3 rounds of opening up the horizontal zones, you would then begin with the solar plexus points. Holding the solar plexus points before beginning the whole routine with pituitary.
And release motion. The neck tends to be more sensitive, so be sure to check in with your partner, starting lighter with pressure, then adjusting to deeper pressure if need be. Working your fingertips from the base of the neck up to the back of your skull. Once at the base of your skull, you're going to slightly lean back. Then with your fingertips, work in circular motions around the occipital ridge. A good thing to note is how your partner is positioned. They should be straddling a chair, hugging a pillow, and leaning towards the back of the chair. With your partner in the same position, you're going to move on to shoulders. Making compressions with the palm of your hand, pressing the shoulders down, give them a nice squeeze. Working a little extra by compressing the palms alongside the spine too, if they want a little extra work. After this, your partner is going to turn around and sit